Okay. It is recording. Thank you for giving me permission to record our session. I
Absolutely.
appreciate you. Um, this is our coaching session,
Hmm.
our second of, we said six. I believe we said six, but it is what it is. However long you need me, I'm here for you.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Just want to remind you of our coaching agreement, and in it, where we talked about issues of confidentiality, and everything we say here stays here unless you give
Yes.
us permission to share,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
written permission at that. Okay.
Yes, I did. Uh-huh.
All right. Again, feel free. The floor is yours, and this is your space. It is safe space, and share as you like. Okay.
Okay.
So the last time we were together, we talked about your wheel of life,
Hmm.
and there were areas on the wheel that made you unbalanced, made your wheel
Hmm.
turn in a rickety way, and we wanted to focus on making it turn well, roll well, get you through life well. And so, one of those things on your wheel that you were particularly concerned about or focused on was your were your business dreams, and
Hmm.
felt like at the time they were stagnant.
Yes.
Okay.
And because of that conversation,
Mhm.
um, and because we were approaching a full moon,
Okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
and because there's so much stuff going on in Aquarius, I have two planets in Aquarius. I have
Okay.
Mars and Venus there.
Hmm.
And when Jupiter and Saturn and the Sun all came through there, and the moon was opposite, and it made that full moon, it kicked something into gear.
Okay. What?
And it's caused me to look at it differently. The plan that I had uh, talked about,
Hmm.
I have a new vision for it.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. It's the same thing, but I'm seeing it in a different way.
Hmm.
And I don't. What I am confused about is the idea. I'm sure about the type of business is what I'm unsure about.
Okay. So
Um,
tell me again.
I I registered it as a nonprofit,
Okay.
and I think it's actually more so it. And I see, I don't know anything about business. I'm
Okay.
a teacher.
Hmm.
I do curriculum.
Sure.
That's what I've always done. That's what I know well. But this is different. This is a vision,
Okay.
and I I was guided to register it as a 501c3,
Hmm.
but I don't think it actually fits under that category. I think it's more of a 501c4,
Oh, okay. What's a C
which
for?
it's for civic organizations and leagues. So
Okay.
it, uh, and I just want to do it properly because I'm not doing it to access uh, any write-offs.
Hmm.
I'm not doing it for tax purposes in terms of getting additional funding for projects necessarily. But if we are going to be a legitimate organization, I want to follow the correct
Right.
um, government and business.
Right. 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 So,
Uh,
let's back up for a second. Um. So, from what I remember, your business dream is to have a home or a living environment, living community where um, families with children who have special needs can live together, be supported. Okay, looks like you've changed your mind or have a different idea
I've
or
I've just shifted. I've shifted
okay,
again.
okay, all right.
I've shifted. It's. I mean, that's still there. Uh, Almost 40 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a group home, and basically, I'm thinking about just doing a group home.
Okay.
I lived with them from Sunday evening until Wednesday morning. I would stay with the residents. I would help them get their breakfast, help them. I'd pass out their medication. I'd take them to work. Um, then I would go to school. I
Okay.
would have the day,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I would leave class, I would come back, pick them up, bring them back, and do their dinner and do their home living, their self help, adaptive behavior goals for home, managing their money,
Yes.
budgeting, taking them grocery shopping. And basically, I'm thinking about doing that.
Okay. Okay.
That's uh, that home is basically what I did 40 years when I was 20 years old,
Okay.
21 years old. And I don't know. I mean, and so I guess what I'm saying is that particular idea is a long term goal
Okay. So
because I
it's
would
in
need to find that that's going to be a lot. Finding the home, meeting state regulations,
right.
getting locating people that need this type of placement. It's going to be a lot of, I don't want to say red tape, a lot of procedures to
There
make it
regulations and
regular. Yeah,
things that you've got to know and
yeah,
work through.
yeah. So it's
Okay.
not something that I would just jump into and expect it to
Jump off tomorrow.
materialize within the next couple of months. So it is long term,
Okay. So
but
with
mhm,
that, is that something that you see yourself doing, definitely doing, whether it takes a year or whether it takes 5 years or whether it takes a few months? Is that something that you want to do? Is that on that wheel?
mhm,
And I'm not trying to hammer you down to one thing because all of our visions and dreams about what we want to do and where we want to go change often. They change as much as we change.
mhm,
But in terms of, I guess, planting your seed, because I remember last time we talked about what you wanted to leave and how you wanted to be remembered, and this was something that you wanted to leave,
mhm,
and
mhm.
so is this something that you really want to do? Is this the thing that you really
It
want to do?
it's still there.
Okay.
It's still there. I guess the the virus um I guess it comes into play with
Yes.
everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
So even locating a property, finding a realtor
Mm-hmm.
that would actually take me, to go in a home to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to map out.
So
It's
okay.
just, yeah,
So
but I think I understand. I think I hear what you're saying. Is is it strong enough of a desire that however long it takes, am I committed to the idea?
right, is this something you want to invest yourself in? And that's, you don't have to answer that question today, but I would give that some thought, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
because
because a couple of weeks ago, that's all that was just, I see it. I see it happening.
yes.
You know, it's it was on my mind every day.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then something shifted. Something shifted and has taken priority in my thinking.
Okay.
Not
What is that?
it's it's the oil league. It's a league of and I think they're tied together. I think I think the league that I'm wanting to develop
Mhm.
will get me to where I want to get to.
Okay. Okay.
And and it sounds, I don't know if anything is like this already, but to me it makes sense
Mhm.
because here I go again.
Okay.
Each zodiac sign
Mhm.
brings different strengths to it.
Sure.
And some people are just naturally organized. Some
Mhm.
people just have a gift for design. Some
Mhm.
people are good orators. So although I have the idea, I may not be able to express it in the way that would sell it or um, would bring attention to it. That would. So I plan on getting 12 women together,
Okay.
one from each sign,
Okay. To
and
to bring their different gifts.
to bring their different gifts
Okay.
and to bring their different dreams.
Okay.
So, what I need help with, it would be my home, this group, for lack of another term, this group home.
Okay.
Somebody else may have a catering business as their dream. Someone else may have the dream to have a YouTube station.
Mhm.
So of the 12, what can all of us bring to each other? And that's the league. That's the
Mhm. Mhm.
501c4. It's a civic organization. It's like junior league, but it's going to be uh, about uplifting each other,
Mhm.
uplifting and supporting each other. And
Okay.
that has become the thing that I think about every day. Uh, and I want to present it at the right time because Mercury is retrograde. Mercury went retrograde yesterday. So until Mercury go, I don't want it to present it until after Mercury goes back direct, which would be
Okay.
February 20th. And see, it's a
So
weird, yeah.
okay. So that's a good timeline between now January. What is today? The,
Girl, February 1st is tomorrow.
okay,
So we're
between
the we're the
now
31st.
and
So I've got
February
20
20th,
days.
20 days. In 20 days, what I've heard you say first, what I've heard you say is you want to establish a group home. Now, that
hmm
could change or what have you. And you believe that your board of sorts um,
Yes.
is that group who will help you to put the pieces and parts of it together.
Yes.
Okay. So, could it be that between now and February 20th, you're focused on your board as opposed to the group home?
hmm
Because you're not, you know that you want to do something around the group home,
hmm
but you know it's going to take your team to help you really develop it.
Yes.
So maybe it's right now for you, it's about developing the team.
Yes.
That's one thing I've heard you say. The other
hmm
thing is maybe you could, I mean, there are lots of regulations, there are lots of hoops you probably have to jump through, even knowing if it's a 501c3 or 501c4, and just the ins and outs of those two pieces. Between now and February 20th, that could be your research time into to all of those pieces and parts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You've got some options, you've got some things you can think about, some ways that you may want to do it. You know,
Okay.
what do you think would be a good focus for you?
I think identifying the people for the board,
Hmm.
and developing the vision and the mission of the league.
Hmm.
I think that, and then also getting a better understanding of how of just business structure, um, and who I would need on that board that would help me
Okay.
with that.
That even
Because
that
I'm just going online
Yeah, that
and
even
reading
sounds
stuff.
like another option. You know, what what is business in the first place? You know, what are
Oh, girl,
things?
do I know?
Okay, what are things do I that I need to know just about developing a business, whatever kind of business it is. That could
Yeah.
be your between now and February 20th.
Okay.
Exactly what is a board? What does a board do? And how much power, that's not the word I'm looking for, do they have over my vision? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
how much, I mean, what are those dynamics? I mean, that's a lot to think about and consider. Um, I would think so. Even knowing the ins and outs of business, period, of a
Yeah.
type of business that you are interested in pursuing. That sounds like that's a
That's
lot
enough.
right there.
That's enough right there. It is.
Because you know
It is.
what?
It's letting me know how much I don't know, which is fine,
Hmm.
because what I've been doing so long. Like I said, it was 40 years ago. It was, and for it to come full circle,
Right,
um, what I have been doing has been in the classroom. It's still for the same
right.
population of people,
Hmm.
but
But just serving
those,
them differently.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because, but like I said, I was 21, and the people that I was working with, they were, some of them were around my same age. Some were 20, some maybe 30, maybe even 35 or so. And
Hmm.
I wonder if they still, I wonder where they are. I wonder who's
Mm.
taking care of them.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know,
How they fared. Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
So,
So
yeah, are there people that you worked with that you're still in communication with?
no, not at all.
No. Is
Not
that
at
is
all.
that group home still open?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. I think
Are
it changed names. I think it changed ownership, managing directors. I think it all changed. And then they don't really do group homes the same way that they used to in the early 80s,
mm-hmm.
because they said that that wasn't so much of a natural kind of setting, even
Gotcha.
though they were in the community. They were in neighborhoods. They've moved from the institutions
Yes.
to the homes in
The
neighborhoods.
various
But
neighborhoods.
then people started saying, well, that's not really a natural kind of a setting to have five or six adults living under one roof, and they're not related. And so then they started doing like just roommates. So I've got some studying to do around just that.
Okay.
What
Yeah. Yeah.
what are they doing? What is not so much what is the trend, but what has been the trend.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that's a long time ago. I don't know. Um, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying that between February 1st
Mm-hmm.
and February 20th,
Mm-hmm.
the end of the retrograde,
Mm-hmm.
um, you're going to do some research around group housing, group homes, and
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
for people with disabilities,
Developmental delays. Uh-huh.
developmental delay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anybody in the who is working in that area?
Not here in Nashville.
What
I
about
know it won't be hard to find.
I wonder about the Arc of Davidson
That's
County.
exactly what I was thinking.
You
That's
know, I
exactly what I
know
was thinking.
the there's a community, oh, what is her title? Community, uh not community. She's, oh, I don't know. She's like the director. Her name is Lori Golden.
Okay.
Sh-
Okay. I'm familiar with that name.
and she works with people who have, she's done two things from what I understand. Uh before she worked for the, oh wow, before she worked for the Arc, um she worked with another type organization where she would go into homes and make sure everybody was doing what they were supposed to be doing in terms of helping the people who live there.
Okay.
Um, and then when she went to work for the Arc, um, she's over the piece where people who have intellectual disabilities
Hmm.
receive monies for whatever kind of services they need. But
Okay.
she is connected to the different sources. So that, I mean, I just say her name just as a
Okay.
resource. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah. Yeah.
probably
That
know
her
other
name does ring
people.
a bell.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
so
Her name rings a bell.
just to have a pool of resources while you're doing your research to ask some of those questions and maybe some things you don't
Okay.
understand.
And
Um,
that is the whole purpose of retrograde.
mm, talk about it.
Because you revisit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You revisit. That gives you. I mean, so
Mm.
that idea that came, that aha that came. Okay, so let's go back and look at the details. That's what a
Okay.
retrograde helps with.
Okay. All right.
Retrograde kind of gets a bad name because you lose mail and emails don't go through and text messages get lost, all that kind of stuff. So retrograde kind of has a bad name, but it also has a purpose. And it's for you to go back and revisit and
Okay.
reevaluate, and that's
Okay.
what needs to be done. I mean, because
Okay.
I'm just saying this is what I want to do, and I haven't done any investigation about it. I haven't done any research.
Sure. Okay. How about that okay. See how pointed that is? See how we on point?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's how. Yeah, yes.
So then you're saying you have this idea, and in the next 20 days
Mm-hmm.
you want to put some work behind doing the research on business business period, but then also the kind of business that you're interested in,
Yes.
and maybe some of the history, um some of uh the directions it's going in, maybe, like you said,
Yeah.
trends, but not trends,
Yeah. Yeah.
just the way, I guess, I, the way things have developed, the way group homes have developed, and living environments have developed.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Living
Okay.
environments. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. Because I mean, you may do the research and you may say, you know what, this is not it.
It may be. But now, yesterday, it's funny how all of this stuff is coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Because this all of this was brewing, simmering back in the summer.
Okay.
when I had the discussion about the Oya League,
Mm-hmm.
when I had some discussion with my church about a program, and also just wanted to have the business. Now
Okay.
this, I thought it was going to be writing curriculum. So when I formed my business, I
Mm-hmm.
had it with the idea of doing the curriculum, but it looks like it's taken this shift. But my church is now on board for a vocational program. We met yesterday, and they assemble these learning packets,
Okay.
and so they have committed to getting endowments for this with the
Okay.
Lilly endowment, with the Lilly Foundation.
Okay.
So all of it's coming, all of it is like swirling around me. They all tie
Yeah,
together, and they're all going to come together and meet,
they will.
and I know they are,
Yes.
because it's all around me.
Absolutely. Okay.
It's all swirling around me,
Yes.
and I just have to figure out where they all intersect.
I got you.
So
Uh-huh.
I've got my church involvement, um, the relationships, the business, the spiritual, the career. All of it is around the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
I
all
got you.
swirling around here,
Right.
and when I even out that business part, I think it will start running smoothly. I
Okay.
think all of this will start running smoothly.
Got you. I got you.
It's it, I've realized I'm all over the place, but that's just, I kind of am.
Well, but I think at the end of it, well, I don't know. What do you think it will look like at the end? What do you think the
I
end
think
product will be?
I think that there will be a board, and whoever can help me with the structure of a board
Uh-huh.
and the legalities of that
Mm-hmm.
can can help me to identify, either through a realtor or legal, whomever is in this league of 12,
Mm-hmm.
can help me locate and come up with the format, the programming for this housing, this business that my church will assist with.
Okay. Okay. So I hear you saying that your board, your governing board, I guess, will um, help you pull together um, all the legalities necessary for having a home, where all the curriculum that you have developed are developing can,
Can be so, and it can be supported along with my church members.
and
They
your
are
church
committed to
members will
helping me
support
with it.
what you're doing. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. And so if it was let's say a year from now and everything had fallen into place, what would you be doing?
Mm. I will probably be applying for grants
To
for the housing, grants through whomever,
to main
government
to
or
maintain it,
foundations,
or
to maintain it.
okay. So you're so then that you're saying that
Within a
there
year, I intend to have it.
okay. There are people living in it.
Yes,
Okay. And in it, while people are living there, are they what are they doing?
it depends on COVID.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where it kind of scary, because if they can't go out into the community to work, then my church members that will organize these things, these types of things for them, will bring the work to them to assemble, to so that they can have income.
Okay.
So
So
it's like a pre-vote. It's like the work is being brought, the work will be brought to them if the virus, depends on what the virus is doing. But do you get what I'm saying? That, oh gosh, there's so much to this.
okay. Well, but you don't have to figure it out tonight or in the next 20 days. The next 20 days, all you have to do is what?
I am going to research. Yeah, I'm going to research, um, write my vision for it, and be clear on what my vision is for the
Mhm.
league.
There you go.
So I don't get, so it doesn't become altered, or
Yeah.
yeah, I've got to be very firm on what I want it, on what I want the league to be.
Okay.
And then I also want to research what the trend is, um, around the residential, around the housing.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
so I'm
That's
fumbling.
okay. That's okay because I'm writing what you're saying so that when we visit again in probably the next couple of weeks, well, yeah, the next couple of weeks, just to see where you are and to see if maybe you need a booster or a push or whatever I can provide. Um, I figure in 2 weeks we can get back together and like I said, see where you are and
Okay.
you know we tie
But
up some stuff.
for some, I think because it's just the discussion
Hmm.
has, I think I had that as a 3 on the wheel last time.
Uh-huh.
It's
Hmm.
higher than that now, so it's
Okay.
it's leveling out.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah,
That's the goal. That is the goal.
yeah,
Yeah, because we
yeah,
want that wheel to turn without,
yeah,
becoming increasingly deflated or,
yeah. And just a
being
smooth ride, just a smooth
absolutely,
ride.
absolutely.
Hmm.
And things will change constantly. There some other point in your life may not get the same energy that you give to something else, and it's
Hmm.
okay. So long as you don't neglect anything so much so that stuff falls apart.
Yeah,
But I think
yeah.
on regarding your business dreams, you have a plan. You're going to at least look at what it is you're dreaming about.
Hmm.
Doing your research and
Hmm.
getting a firm grip on what the Oya League is for you
Hmm.
before you bring anybody else into it. You got to figure out
Yeah,
what it is for you.
yeah, yeah.
And February 21st, you may decide, you know what? I don't even want what it what I had been imagining it was. I
I
don't want
very
to
well
even,
may. I
and that's
very well
okay.
may.
That is absolutely
Yeah,
okay because it is your dream, yours, not
yeah,
anybody else's. It is
yeah.
yours, and you can do with it what you want. Absolutely. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. So
okay. Well, I've got my assignment,
you've
and
got your
I'm not
marching
going
orders.
to, I'm gonna keep it to those two things.
Yes. Yes. The
So,
the researching business and researching business in general and the kind of business that you want, and two, uh, thinking about the Oil League, what you really want it to be.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay. All right. Anything else you need from me? Oh, we need a date. Let me give you a date.
Okay.
Um, Today, let's where's the calendar? There it is. Uh, Today being the 31st. Let's do two Sundays from now.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
though even though I know I've heard you say that some people can be difficult, it doesn't have to be a Sunday.
Okay.
Want to just you want to reconvene maybe during
Saturdays, are your Saturdays busy? Your
uh
Saturdays are full.
I can make room. I I believe that I can make room, and we can do what's this coming week? Okay, we you want to do Saturday the 13th,
Yeah.
February 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, the same time or earlier.
What? It should be open.
Okay.
Any time probably on a Saturday is better.
Okay.
Is better.
Let's say about
Sundays are just difficult, just because of
trying to get ready for the
because
week.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Let's say 5.
Okay.
Okay. I got you down. February
Thank
13th, 5 p.m.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank
I
you so much.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Call me if you need me.
Okay, I
All
will.
right. All right.
Take care.
You too. Peace.